Now let's define exactly what a binary tree is, and picture one node clearly. This figure shows a small binary tree. Every box is one node. It has a value in the middle, a slot marked L on the left, and a slot marked R on the right. One node at the top has no parent above it. We call that node the root. Here the root holds the value 50. In C, a node is a struct. The first field is data, the value the node holds. The second field is left. It is a pointer to the left child, or null if there is no left child. The third field is right. It is a pointer to the right child, or null if there is no right child. Look carefully at the values in that figure. 61 sits to the left of 50, even though 61 is bigger than 50. This is not a mistake. A general binary tree makes no promise about order. It only promises a shape, at most 2 children per node. So the values here are random. Do not read them as sorted. The ordering rule arrives in Chapter 10, not here. Let's use this tree to name the parts. Each term in the table points to something you can see in the figure. The root is 50, the one node with no parent. A parent points down to its children. 50 is the parent of 61 and 12. A leaf is a node with no children. The green nodes 77, 8, and 5 are the leaves. A subtree is a whole tree hanging off one node. The subtree rooted at 61 is the nodes 61, 77, and 8. 2 measurements get mixed up more than any others. The first is the depth of a node. That is the number of edges from the root down to it. In our tree, the depth of node 5 is 3. The second is the height of a node. That is the number of edges down to its deepest leaf. The height of the root, 50, is 3. Depth and height are different measurements, and they are counted from opposite ends. Depth counts edges down from the root, so the root itself has depth 0. Height counts edges down to the deepest leaf, so every leaf has height 0, and the empty tree has height -1. And a whole tree's height is the root's height, which is the same as the largest depth of any leaf. Now a quick check. In the tree we just looked at, what is the depth of node 99 and what is its height? Pause the video and work both out before we reveal the answer. Here is the answer. The depth of 99 is 2 because there are 2 edges down from the root, 50, then 12, then 99. The height of 99 is 1 because there is 1 edge down to its deepest leaf, node 5. Depth counts from the root. Height counts to the deepest leaf. Opposite ends. The empty tree is simply a root that is null. It has no nodes at all. Every leaf has a left pointer and a right pointer that are both null. That is an empty subtree. It is not a special case. It is just an empty tree hanging off a node. This is the same nil to null bridge from Chapter 4. In pseudocode we write nil, and in C we write null. They mean the same empty thing. This is why it matters, because no subtree and no tree are both just null. Null is the universal base case. Every recursive tree function stops there. Most functions need only that one test. A few that care about leaves, like count leaves, add one more test. Is the left child null and the right child null? That is how they spot a node with no children.